BBC Radio 6 Music. This is a free download from the BBC.
This is Peter Serafinowicz. Only on BBC Radio 6 Music.
Hi, I'm Peter Serafinowicz, taking over the JoyOf6 download now and for the next 6 weeks. On my first show, Terry Wogan, the Beatles, Brian Butterfield, Psychic Simon, and special guests Benedict Wong and Robert Popper. We had fun. I hope you enjoy the show. Here's a little message for Sam, who's listening. Hawaii! And now it's time for the clairvoyant traffic prediction with me, Psychic Simon. It's coming through now. I'm getting a road. It's a large road, a busy road. It's a motorway, possibly the M6. Junction 8 or 18. It's not clear. Slow traffic there due to looks like a broken down red truck. Or is it a London bus? Either way, avoid the area if you can. Now, I'm getting through now. It's another road, a smaller road on the outskirts of London or Leeds. There are houses along one side. There's been a small collision. 2 cars. An older lady is arguing with a man called Dave, or is it Darv? Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
Terry Wogan.
Out to the Blaze. Out to Casper Sea. Out to Jace and Phil. Easy. Out to the Massive, yeah? Out to Chenille and Bixie. We ain't stopping. Hold tight, Louis V. Easy, bruv. Hold tight that 860. I see you. I see you. Hold tight, Therese. Locked in. Hold tight to all the crews. North, east, southwest, and the worldwide crews. It's your time. Let's keep things moving. Sounds the hold tight, man. Crops, I see you, bruv. Warming you alls up now, feel me? Who's feeling it? Who's feeling it? Who's with me? Remember, the more livelier you get, the more livelier we get. You hear me? Now then, got a letter here from Margot in Bishop Stortford, who writes, Dear Tell, I can't help noticing that you're eschewing your traditional playlist of Supertramp, ELO, ABBA, and 10cc, all right, I get the idea, in favour of modern bands like Coldplay or Skrillex. Please correct this forthwith. Now listen, Margot, this is my show, my rules. I'll play whatever I want. You get me? Hold tight the 568. Hold tight the 502. Who wants it? Who wants it? Out to the shout-out massive. Oi! Hold tight high contrast. Easy, bruv. Wicked melodies. Believe. Hold tight Slim D. Hold tight Boozy B. Hold tight Vinny and Ninja T. The weekend is upon us. Believe. Easy now.
Terry Wogan.
Hello, Beatle fans. It's time for Ringo Remembers. Well, it was 1974, and the 4 of us hadn't seen each other for ages. Then NBC Television rang us up and asked us if we'd like to be in a new TV show. Well, we all said yes, on one condition, that we could all be detectives.
You got a crime, but you're out of time, and you can't reach Mr. Policeman on the line. You better call the Beatles Murder Mystery Squad.
So, what have we got here, lads?
The victim's mid-30s, female, Caucasian, looks pretty well off to me.
Estimated time of death? I'm on it.
There's no sign of any sexual motive.
Thanks, George. Hey, wait a second.
What is it, Paul?
Isn't this Lady Ashcroft?
What, you mean that wealthy heiress who disappeared on the cruise ship?
Yes, that's exactly who she is, the Beatles.
Evening, Captain Bacon.
And we're taking over this investigation now.
Sorry, Captain, but if you take a look at this document signed by the Attorney General, you'll see that we have full jurisdiction.
Well, I guess this means we better start working together, the Beatles.
Captain, the Beatles, quick, you gotta come. It's Daddy. I think he's dead.
Poor old fella. Looks like he could be just asleep. Yeah, if it wasn't for that hammer sticking out of his skull.
Daddy's been depressed for a while. He must have committed suicide. I don't think so. And by the looks of it, he definitely knew his killer.
There's no sign of any sexual motive.
Thanks, George. Hey, lads, pick up your instruments. I can feel a song coming on.
The person you are looking for is standing by the door. It was him. It was him.
Well, I suppose I owe you guys an apology.
Just doing our job.
Thanks, the Beatles.
Just recently, I had the great privilege of playing with Chili Gonzalez, the incredible pianist and rapper and producer and general musical genius, and we did a thing together, which was what he did was he played "Good Day Sunshine," but changed the key because it's in a major key, and he changed it into a minor key, and it totally changes the feel of the song. So I made up some words for it. Chili played the piano, and this is it.
Bad night, moonlight. Bad night, moonlight.
I need to scream, and when the moon is out, I'll give you something you can scream about. I need blood, or I will go insane. Quench my thirst from your open vein. Bad night, moonlight. Bad night, moonlight. Bad night, moonlight. Bad night, moonlight. Bad night, everybody. So there you go, that's Chili there on the piano. He's unbelievable. Chili's solo piano album is an absolute classic, and it's essential listening for everybody. It really is.
BBC Radio 6 Music. This is Peter Serafinowicz.
Hey, Bubba.
Hello there, sir. How are you? I don't mind calling you sir. You look very regal there in your crown. Why are you wearing a crown today?
Around my wrist.
Yes, your wrist crown.
It's just, I don't know, I thought it was a bracelet. I've lost a bit of weight, so my
you do look very svelte.
Do I?
You're a svelte man.
I'm not actually. I'm a bit. I'm feeling a bit.
You're unsvelte.
Unsvelte. I'm svelte. You've got a book of bacon recipes.
Yeah, I've just brought out a new book called The Best of British Bacon Recipes, and it's written by Mary Norway, Oh, yeah. Which is my, name of...
Nom de bacon.
Nom de bacon. No, I found it. You asked me how I got this book. Come on.
How did you get this book?
I stole it. Yes, I did, actually. No, actually, I stole it from... I went to see, Black Books, the show.
Yeah.
And then I walked around the set afterwards and I saw it and I stole it from the set. And it's from the 70s, and it's this horrible little... how would you describe the front cover of the best of British bacon recipes?
It's a piece of bacon. No, it's a stack of bacon rashers in the shape of Britain.
And on the front it has a stamp that says British bacon, everybody's favourite. And it's quite a good book. It sort of begins with British bacon is part of our national heritage. There are records of the Romans sorting sides of bacon as early as 200 BC.
What, records that you can listen to?
Yes, aren't you going to play any? And you can be sure that Julius Caesar brought his own bacon with him when he landed in ancient Britain in 55 BC.
I came, I saw, I brought bacon. Is that Julius Caesar?
I think, no, that's Neil Armstrong, isn't it?
Oh, right, yes.
It's one small step for man, one large step for bacon lovers. It'd be good if he did say that, wouldn't it? Sorry, man. So, no, it's just got very good sections on, like, party bacon. If you're planning a party, look no further than the bacon counter. Everyone loves it.
Is he the guy who checks each stack to see there are 20 rashers of bacon in each stack?
I think it is. I think it is. So that's what I brought in as a discussion point for your viewers.
Brilliant. Well, we'll talk about that in depth a little bit later on. And now it's time for the clairvoyant movie review with me, Psychic Simon. I'm seeing a film. It's a Hollywood film in colour. It stars Nicolas Cage, or is that Cage? And Nicole Kidman and Halberry. The plot's a bit like The Bourne Identity. He's lost his mind and he doesn't know that he's dreaming that he's an assassin or an architect. He's got a special phone that goes 3D. The effects are brilliant. But anyway, I was slightly disappointed with this film. 3 stars.
This is Peter Serafinowicz on BBC Radio 6 Music.
Testing. 1. This is Brian Butterfield on CBB Kiss 9. Sorry, BBC 6 Music. Thank you. That was a jingle for the Brian Butterfield radio show, which I've outsourced to somewhere in India. I'm not sure where exactly in India, but they did a very good deal for me, and I think they did a good job. I've got a question here from somebody. It says, who is Brian Butterfield's favourite member of NWA? Now, that's a difficult one, because I do love NWA. I would have to say Eazy-E, although I do also like his brother, Difficult D, although he is rather hard to listen to. Now, I want to just play a message from our sponsors. Do you wake at night due to cold lower regions? Do you sometimes find your pyjama bottoms around your ankles? Have you recently lost weight? Or are your pyjama bottoms just too big? Then you need the Butterfield Bedtime Belt. The Butterfield Bedtime Belt. 16 tightness settings. Choose from fuzzy, leather effect, or imitation rockstar style. Optional analog and digital alarm clock. Order now and get the free braces attachment for double protection. The Butterfield bedtime belt, the #1 product for pyjama security. Soon to be available in Apple stores, once they've read the facts I sent. Thank you, Mr. Advertisement Man.
We knew that sooner or later they'd try to infiltrate us. The most important thing right now is to move that gold out.
Yeah, I agree with you. You're right as usual. So, what do you want us to do with the guy?
We can't take any chances. Whether he's legit or not doesn't matter. I want you to get rid of him fast.
Have a look round. It's all a pound. Poundfield. Get down to Poundfield. Poundfield. The only shop where everything weighs a pound. Poundfield. This set of 6 wine glasses weigh 1 pound. Poundfield. These plastic storage boxes weigh 1 pound. Poundfield. This man's slip-on shoe weighs 1 pound. Poundfield. This 453.59 gram weight weighs just 1 pound. Poundfield. So get down to Poundfield today. You won't find heavier bargains anywhere else. Poundfield. All products cost more than 1 pound. Pound in Poundfield refers to weight and not currency.
This is a message for Mr. Butterfield. My son has worked very hard on your jingles, but the last check you sent was not acceptable for the bank. Please rectify this immediately.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Dear Brian Butterfield, I have worked for 34 years in heavy industry, and my hearing is impaired. Should I make a claim whilst I'm still working or wait until I retire? Gary, I'm It's a place in Wales. Gary, I don't know if you can hear me, but I don't know what course of action you should take. Hello, Brian Butterfield. I suspect my wife of 53 years is having an affair, as she has been spending a considerable time in the woods with Larry the lumberjack. What's the best method of disguise I could use in order to spy on them in the woods? Thanks, Brian. Well, I would disguise myself as one of the heavier trees, oak or giant redwood, sequoia, and they also offer very good protection against chainsaws, which may be a concern re Larry the lumberjack. Thanks, Brian. You're welcome. No. Oh, sorry. I was reading this thing and I thought I was talking to myself.
This is Peter Serafinowicz. Only on BBC Radio 6 Music.
In the studio with me now is a very great friend and a brilliant actor and a very funny man. It's Mr. Benedict Wong. Hello.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Mate. All right, mate.
Hey, we're on the radio.
Now, you might know Benny from lots of things. He was in... he was in Look Around You. He played Dr. Franklin Fu in Look Around You, who had Medibot. Don't know if anyone remembers that. He was also in 15 Stories High with Sean Locke.
Hello, Benny. Sean here.
Hello, Benny. Yeah, look, I'll do the jokes. That was me pretending to be Sean. That wasn't Peter Serafinowicz saying.
And then I just pulled a nervous face. Okay.
And Benny, you're going to be in the new Ridley Scott film Prometheus.
I don't know if I can confirm that.
You can. Don't be silly.
I've just got confirmation. I can confirm that.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah.
So, come on, tell us about it. Ridley Scott, it's the prequel to Alien.
Yeah, I don't... it's before, so it's in old space.
In old space.
Yeah. Obviously set in the future. Mm-hmm. And before the time of Alien.
Before the Alien.
Can I really talk about...
You can't really talk
about... How much
can
you say about cryptically?
Have you got...
I tell you what, why don't we just do some spoilers? Let's do 10 seconds of spoilers.
10 seconds of spoilers.
Anyone who doesn't really want to know about what happens at the end, do you want to just turn the dial down?
Yeah, take the batteries out of your radio.
Right, just come closer now.
Okay,
just whisper.
All right,
okay,
yeah.
come here.
So, is there a spaceship in it?
Yeah.
Is there an alien in it?
It's a bit... You know, like you've got...
Yeah.
So there's a... So the alien's got a big head, doesn't it? So there's the big teeth and the little teeth.
And then the little joke chattering teeth.
So, well, it's like an alien rom-com of how the mum and dad met.
Right.
And so, hang on, is that 10 seconds?
Yeah, that's 10 seconds.
Yeah, and then he's got a limp and he's a ghost.
All right.
So,
well,
is that gonna...
that's
exclusive.
It sounds great. So, Ben's Prometheus. Let's talk properly about it, because I'm really super excited about this. Alien, the first film Alien, is one of my is in my top 10. I wasn't really mad on any of the other Alien films.
No, me. Yeah.
Any of the other Woody Alien films. I think, but that one is like, it's just a pure classic, and it seems like that's what, it's like a true prequel to that one.
And I think that's what Ridley. I think that's
Andrew
what Andrew Ridley
Ridley
is going to hopefully bridge.
Yeah, it's a new direction for the film.
Wham! Can we just go back in time?
Andrew Ridgely.
Yeah.
Directs.
What he's doing now?
He's directing Prometheus.
Ridgely Scott.
Go on, anyway.
Yeah. But it's going to be... I think when people got very excited, it's going to be in 3D.
Yeah.
So get thee to the IMAX.
Because I'm not a mad fan of 3D films. I mean, Robert, we went to see Avatar.
We did.
And I have to say... the 3D, I wasn't mad on the film, but the 3D was great, wasn't it?
I remember looking at you and we both went, wow.
You're in 3D too.
Although I did fall asleep.
Yeah, and you left early as well. Not because you didn't like it, you had to do something. And I was left on my own in the cinema. Do you remember that?
Was that another time of feeling alone?
Yeah, it was actually. It was. I was like, right, okay, goodbye.
I think Dark Souls had just arrived.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, if you got very excited about the 3D usage on Avatar, it's going to be like the next level now. The type of cameras they're using, I don't know what sort of camera. I mean, they're red cameras.
Yep.
I mean, the technicians that use them cameras are really excited about it.
Right.
And
they don't run around with them going, oh my God, this is so good.
This is amazing.
and they're disposable cameras, yeah? So you just...
Yeah.
They're like sort of 80,000.
There's loads around in a big skip in Pinewood.
But didn't you say that Ridley, because I'm just calling him Ridley now, didn't you say that Andrew Ridgely was watching watching the takes back with 3D glasses on a special monitor?
Yeah.
Wow.
Occasionally, you know, like when you do a take, and what I kind of sort of like is asking for a bit of a PPB. Like personal playback.
Oh, right, okay.
Here's a PPB.
Right.
And so I sat down and just put the glasses on.
Wow.
And then Ridley caught me. I went, what did you do? I was like, you know when you think you're doing something wrong?
Yeah.
Or you're in...
Did you spill your popcorn?
In your dad's office or something.
Right.
And he was absolutely fine. I was like, it's okay. Just sit down. Just cranked it up. And then I was just like, it looks fantastic.
Do you ever get to come across the alien in it?
For the record, no comment.
Okay,
so is the design of the ship, is it like sort of like the alien ship with like clackety-clack computers and big chunky keyboards and stuff?
When we sort of first start, the the first day we started, we were all in on the first day, so we were all a bit kind of new, first day at school. And then when we walked up onto the spaceship, I just remembered the first steps that I took, and you could hear the metal grill.
Wow.
Did you then actually go into space in it?
And then I was in space.
Wow.
Yeah.
Must be such an expensive film.
I think they used some kind of special FX.
Right.
Peter Serafinowicz, BBC Radio 6 Music.
So that was the download. I'm Peter Serafinowicz. I hope you'll listen again. I'll be back next Saturday at 10. I love you.
Thanks for listening to this free download from the BBC. For more 6 Music downloads, go to the 6 Music website now.